Here we have a SAT math question. Okay, let's go the information. So ax positive 3 times 5x square negative bx positive 4 equals to 20x cube negative 9x square negative 2x positive 12. The equation above is true for all x where a and b are constants. What is the value of a, b? That is, we have to find the value of a times b. Okay, here two expressions are equal. So whenever two expressions are equal, the coefficients of like terms must be equal. But when I look at the expression we have on the left side, it's a product of a binomial and a trinomial. So what I need to do is I have to multiply this binomial and trinomial and get a cubic polynomial as we have on the right side. So that we can compare the equations of like terms and we'll have a chance to get the values of a and b, and I can get the product of a and b, that is the value of ab. Okay, now let me write the expression on the left side as it is. That is ax positive 3 times 5x square negative bx positive 4. Okay, now let me multiply this binomial and trinomial. So for that, I have to distribute the first term to each term inside the second parenthesis. So when I multiply this ax by this 5x square, I'm getting 5 times ax cube. When I multiply this ax by negative bx, I'm getting negative abx square. When I distribute this ax to this positive 4, I'm getting positive 4ax. So the same thing, I have to distribute this positive 3 to each term inside the second parenthesis. Then I'm getting 15x square. When I distribute 3 to negative bx, it will be negative 3bx, and when I distribute the 3 to positive 4, it will become 12. Okay, now let me write the first term as it is, because there is only one term which contains x cube. But when I look at the term which contain the terms to contain x square, there are two terms, this one and this one. Okay, so let me write this one at first, because it has positive sign. So positive 15x square, and then I'm writing this one negative abx square. Now I have to write the terms which contain x. So this one and this one, these two terms contain x. So let me write this one first, because it has positive sign. That is positive 4ax, negative 3bx. There is only one constant, that is positive 12. Okay, now 5ax cube. So here we can factor x square out. So then I'll have only 15 in the first term and negative ab in the second term. So x square is factored out. And we can factor x out in this one. Then I'm getting 4a negative 3b times x positive 12. Okay, now on the left side, I just multiplied the binomial ax positive 3 and the trinomial 5x negative bx positive 4, and I got a cubic polynomial over here. Okay, now let me take the given equation, and in this equation, instead of this product, I'm going to write this expression on the left side over here. Okay, let me do it. We have 5a times x cube positive 15 negative ab times x square positive 4a negative 3b times x positive 12. Okay, on the right side, we can write this cubic polynomial as it is. That is 20x cube negative 9x square negative 2x positive 12. Okay, here now two cubic polynomials are equal. Whenever two expressions or two polynomials are equal, we can equate the coefficients of like terms. Okay, now I consider the coefficient of x square on the left side. So what is it? 15 negative ab. What is the coefficient of x square on the right side? It's negative 9. So I equate the coefficient of x squares. So why don't I equate the coefficient of x, that is 5a and 20, and the coefficient of x? So because mine is to get the value of ab. So here on the left side, the coefficient of x square contains ab. So when I equate the coefficients of x square, I can get the value of ab, which is required by the question. Okay, now I have equated the coefficients of x square. Now I have to solve for ab in this equation. So for that, I subtract 15 from both sides. When I do so, so this positive 15, negative 15 will cancel out. I'm getting negative ab equals to, when I combine negative 9 and negative 15, I'm getting negative 24. Okay, now let me write this equation as it is. That is negative ab equals to negative 24. Okay, my aim is to get the value of ab, but here we have negative sign in front of ab. So to get this negative sign, we can multiply both sides of the equation by negative 1. So let me multiply the stuff on the left side by negative 1. That is negative 1 times negative ab. On the right side also, I'm going to multiply by negative 1. That is negative 1 times negative 24. So here negative times negative will become positive. 1 times ab is ab. Again, negative times negative will become positive. 1 times 24 is 24. I got the value of AB. So the value of AB is 24. We find 24 in option C. So the correct answer choice for this question is option C.